here. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Wanting to share a little insight, because when other people share insight that resonates with me, it really validates me. Thus, I want to share this insight with y'all, and hopefully it's not too shaky. If it is like nauseating because it's shaking too much, don't watch, just listen. Just close your eyes and listen. So as we play this game that I like to call the humaning, we get to play these different characters and roles that, when dysregulated, may be taken over by narcissistic or echoic programs, especially if we grew up in households with parents who are also operated by narcissistic or echoic programs, which are really just protector programs that have run amok. And the only way that they can stay in charge of our spaceships is if we're dysregulated. So in a dysregulated state, we're more likely to fall into those patterns because that was how we survived our childhoods. And because of the hypervigilance that comes with surviving that kind of childhood, sometimes we will trigger narcissistic programs in other people by playing echo when they weren't trying to be. It's just how our nervous system perceives how they express or how they communicate, as it triggers the reminder of that narcissistic program from childhood. So then we reject the individual, but it's not the person. It's the way things are communicated, or association with facial expression, tone from our childhood that then stirs up our nervous system, and then we become dysregulated, or if we are already dysregulated. Anyway, any dysregulated vessel can be taken over by a narcissistic or echoic program. It's kind of like in the Matrix, where the agent is able to take over anyone who isn't already awake within the Matrix. And once you start seeing them, they can see you. And it's almost like shit happens to deliberately dysregulate you over and over and over again to keep you in that state, so that the narcissistic and echoic programs can continue existing, because these protector programs cannot exist. And it's not that they don't exist, they'll still exist, they just can't stay in control of the spaceship. You can get joy back at the helm of your spaceship. And so the mutiny can end when we listen to all the voices, when we feel sadness, when we feel distress, when we feel any kind of thing in response to a thought or an opinion. Wish it better, wish it well, pray that it improve, and then let it go and be present within your reality and play your role in the humaning as a supporting character, a supportive character who is also the main role of the story of the life that they're living. And recognize that our nervous systems take the stories that we tell ourselves very seriously. The language that we use to describe the reality that we are perceiving is like the movie that our cells are witnessing. And all that we carry within us responds to the movie that we have directed, produced, written through our perception of how we are interpreting what is happening around us. And that is what is within our power to change, is how we are perceiving what we are looking at. And once we shift the perspective and decide, I am here by choice, I am here to wish good fortune upon all things, I am here to pray for that which is out of sorts to be restored into balance. And I release that in trust and practice trust, and I practice trust that things will be returned, so that I may be present within my reality and allow joy to return to the helm of my spaceship, because joy is what powers our spaceships and gives us energy to provide that support for ourselves and others. And then the more we practice returning to regulation, when we're dysregulated, the easier it becomes for everybody to regulate themselves. And the less we witness those shitty programs that don't serve the collective benefit. And we vibe curate, each one of us, and through our own vibe curation, elevate ourselves and elevate each other, and then all creation is uplifted. So go team humaning. And there we are. Have a beautiful day. Tifyas Willisum. Thank you for your service sharing selves. We lift Lord, love you so much. If you made it all the way through, thank you. Have a beautiful day.